here watching the traffic in the right place at the right time, aiming the camera in the right direction when with a backup on Clinton Street because of construction down there. Drivers were bailing out of the stop and go traffic to make a left-hand turn into the side road, and there was this one car over there in the right-hand lane, and that driver made a left-hand turn out of the right-hand lane, which is a very reckless driving maneuver. Well, I posted on YouTube and just put it out there, and lo and behold, what do I see today? A sign has been posted within vision of that spot. It's very hard to read from here, but I'll read it for you. And that is speeding maximum 5,000. Most likely they're probably saying $5,000. But here's the the flattering thing for me. Beneath that it says reckless driving maximum 6 years. Now there's a construction sign posted way down there. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can make it out, but that is in fact a road construction sign. So, my posting of that video of the reckless behavior from that motorist prompted INDOT, that is the Indiana Department of Transportation, to post this warning sign at this spot to warn drivers no reckless driving to get out of this backup. So that is the most flattering thing that has ever happened in my life, where I actually made a difference in the community.
Just wait until you're done.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do your blood sugar.
Okay. So when I first saw that, I mean, it was like, be still my heart. I mean, I just could not believe that little old me actually made a difference in the community by just being there at the right time, in the right place, aiming the camera in the right direction to capture on video someone performing a reckless driving maneuver. And INDOT, somebody at INDOT, I think it was, happened to saw that video and said, wow, we didn't realize this was going on, because INDOT can't be everywhere at once. You know, they need somebody, who just happens to be at the right place at the right time, aiming a camera in the right direction, and capture reckless driving on video. And probably, somebody says, oh my God, we didn't realize that was happening. We have to do something. I'm not saying that's what they did, but, when I see this sign posted over there, it just blows me away. Because that is, I mean, I'm just flattered beyond words that, I actually made a difference in the community. It's just, it's the greatest, and I'm not being, what do you call it? I miss being in love. I miss being with someone. Oh wow. They're headed this way. Okay. Anyway. I know I could have done that better. Now I forgot what I was saying. You know, in all my life, I never ever thought that little old me could actually make a difference in the community. I'm flattered beyond words. You know, I'm just super flattered. Super, super, super flat. Oh, right. I was saying, I'm not being egotistical. You know, it just, because that's not me. I'm not like that. You know, I'm a very sweet, loving, humble guy. You know, very humble, very sweet. You know, and it just blows me away that this is a result of something I did. This warning sign posted within visual reading distance from the spot where that driving occurred. Oh look, here he goes. There he goes without her. Okay. Oh God, I miss walking. Yeah. I miss walking. So, we're still at, see, now we have warning signs to let motorists know there's construction over there. I mean, that's not to say or suggest that Fort Wayne drivers, you know, are stupid. You know, say, gee, I wonder what's going on over here. Okay, there's construction. Now I understand. No, it's just, oh, now where's that coming from? Oh, here it comes. Wow. You know, so look at this traffic. Look at this backup. Now, interesting though, look, nobody is turning left over here. Now watch, somebody's gonna call me left. Oh no, there he is. Somebody wants to make a left-hand turn. There he is. He decided. So now he's in the turn lane. Okay, there he goes. See, because it's sort of a last-minute thing. But what is bad is you gotta see this is. You see how backed up it is? I mean, you cannot be in traffic and not notice from way back here that traffic is stopped up there. You know, so that, I better get out of here, you know. And so you stop in the left lane and you got the back of your car sticking out into the left-hand lane, blocking these drivers in the left-hand lane from moving, you know, not even to say that they're moving at all, but see, now they're starting to move. See now, okay. Look at that. We got see, everybody sees that sign now. And that's a silver truck. Everybody's got trucks these days. Hey, which is cool because I'd go for a truck, you know. I wouldn't mind a truck. I think I'd like a truck, you know. Especially if you need to transport stuff, you know, and it's not going to fit in the car. You try to fit in the car. Yeah. And you see the right lane is moving. That's really something here. The left lane is stopped, but the right lane is moving. Okay, hello? Don't talk on your cell phone, sir. Pay attention. I know it's stop and go. Or wake up. I know. It's very frustrating sitting in stop and go traffic. You know, there was a time once when I was in somebody's car and we were at a traffic light and the light turns green and we were right behind this other car and the driver was just sitting there and the person I was with saying, are you waiting for a particular shade of green that you're waiting for? You know, that was funny. And I says, yes, hello. The light is green. You know, are you waiting any particular shade of green to tell you to go? You know, I said, no, I'm colorblind. I don't know. Anyway, so we really got some stop and go here. You know. Yeah, look at this. It goes, doesn't seem to go way back. Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, it does. Look at that. All the way back. Yep, there it is. No, I'm not doing that song again. See, now you notice how they're sort of inching up. Okay, because any one of those drivers could decide to make a left-hand turn to say, oh, the heck with this. See, now they're going. And they're going very cautiously. Up, here comes some more traffic. Which is going to slow us up again. And you know, oh, by the way, I made a mistake in the last video when I referred to that as northbound traffic. That's in fact southbound traffic. I realized what I'd said as I was watching my own video, and I said, did I just say northbound? No, that's southbound. The northbound traffic's good because everybody's going home from work, which is funny because usually it's the other way around. Rush hour is when everybody's leaving downtown and heading home. Here, everybody's going towards downtown, you know. See, and everybody's getting a little cautious here as See, maybe you can read it now. Speeding and reckless driving. Maximum 6 years. Not May 6th. Maximum 6 years. So, like I said, I'm just super flattered that I actually made a difference in the community. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what life is all about. We live in a civilization. You know, we are not our own islands, and whatever feels good to us is important. We have to remember that we are a huge family. And that's what I would say to these just awful people who, who feel that, how they feel is more important than facts or whatever, or, all this political correctness, and people apologizing for their, opinions and everything else. One should never, ever apologize for your opinion. Never. Never. That would be in a socialist society. We don't live in a socialist society. We live in American society. And freedom of speech, which is a very important thing. And you may disagree with me, and I tell you, I've had people try to tell me that my opinion was wrong, my feelings are wrong, and I said, look, I'm just not going to agree with you. If I don't agree with you, I don't agree with you. It's the adult version of peer pressure, which I think is awful. I think peer pressure was one of the worst experiences that I encountered when I was much younger. What if if 20 people want to jump off a building, that you have to do it too? I say no, thank you. Hey, I'm a nonconformist. I've always been a nonconformist, and I'm just gonna say what I feel, and that's what's so wonderful about America versus other countries, where you're not allowed to speak your mind or speak opinions for fear of being socially censured or whatever. That's terrible. And when speakers are bad. Now this was last year, I think, and people came to speak at universities, and the students threatened violence. Don't speak at our university. Hey, if that happened when I was in college, oh my God, those students would have been expelled, removed off the campus, and told never to return. If there's somebody visiting your campus who has opinions different than your own, then don't attend the lecture. Hello? That's a big campus. Okay, just don't go. It's like long ago when a preacher was objecting to certain things that were being said on the radio. It was like, hey, there's two knobs on the radio. One is to turn the radio off, and the other is to change the station. And you have legs, don't attend the lecture. That's all. Don't be threatening violence against somebody coming in. Let them come in. Let them come in and speak. Nobody's holding a gun to your head, forcing you to attend that speech. Just don't go. That's what's so awful about what's happening in America these days. Just awful. Oh, it's a disgrace. You know. And I keep reading situation after situation where people have to apologize for inducing our president or whatever. And I'll tell you this, okay? Growing up, we never heard of presidential supporters, okay? There was never Eisenhower supporters. There was never Kennedy supporters. There was never Johnson supporters or Nixon supporters or Ford supporters or Carter supporters or Reagan supporters or Bush supporters. None. So this is the first time in the history of America where people are identified as presidential supporters. Those who are supporters and those who aren't. I mean, what the hell is going on in our country, in our society? Trump supporters. Yeah, right. Eisenhower supporters. Nixon supporters. You never heard that. You never heard that. I never heard that in my life. Never. It's a disgrace what's going on in our society. An absolute disgrace. Makes me heartsick. But anyway. Oh. Didn't mean to get all, but it just, I have to speak my mind. That's what's great about America. It's like, you have a right to say what you want, and I have the right not to agree with you. That's it. I do not have a right to stifle your speech. Because as long as you don't inflict your will on somebody else and stumble over somebody else's right, what makes your rights more important than mine? Or more valid? It's just stupid and dangerous. It's very dangerous what's going on in our society. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what started it, but somebody started it somewhere. And say, hey, my feelings are more important than yours. Or my opinions are more important than yours. The hell is that? That's not America. Anyway, I didn't mean to go on and on about this, but, that's one of my pet peeves these days. Somebody more important than somebody else. We're all equal. We're all equal. We're all people. Anyway, enough of that. Back to anyway, like I said, I didn't mean, and there's probably going to be some people give this video a thumbs down, a dislike, and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings any. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone. Everyone. And everyone has a right to respect other people's opinions. Everyone. That's what makes a civilization. When we behave civilized. Surprise, surprise. Guess where the word civilization comes from? Be acting civilized among other people. When you stop acting civilized, we no longer have a civilization. Take away civilized behavior, you're taking away civilization. It's that simple. And you respect other drivers. And I remember I knew somebody who acted like she had a right to be on the road and somebody else didn't. No. Or I remember, what was it, a few years ago, about the pat downs, at airports. And they protested and they objected. And they were told, you don't like it, then don't fly. Choose another modus of travel. These are the regulations. This is what's required. The security pat downs. Don't be protesting it. If you don't like it, don't fly. Take a train or a bus. It's not a right to fly. It's a privilege. It's the same thing with the driver's license. And when people get tickets and they get their license taken away and they protest or whatever. Well, I don't think that's happened really, but they act like they have a right to be on that road. And you don't. I got a right to be on this road and you don't. No. It's a privilege. The state has said, oh, look at that sky. Okay. The state said you have passed all the requirements and we are giving you a license to drive. This is not your right. It's a privilege. No such thing as white privilege. Privilege is, letting you do it. Okay? You've proven that you're a capable, responsible driver, and we're allowing you to be a motorist on the road. Okay? It's a privilege. It's not a right. Flying is a privilege. It's not a right. Anyway, I'm going from one subject to another, and I apologize. So in a way, this is also my blog, look at that sky. Isn't that beautiful? Which reminds me, we're all told, we're not taught with information, and no one is born with a monopoly on the truth. Okay? We're told what is what. Okay, now, look at that sky. What color is that sky? Blue, right? Suppose somebody was brought up and told that that color is orange, or that color is red plaid. Okay? It's what we're taught. It's what we're told. No one is born with a monopoly on the truth. Anyway, okay, I have talked enough for a good half hour now. So this is a bit of a long blog here, as well as a watching of traffic. So anyway, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see what happens to my people who subscribe to me. People who say, oh, I'm not going to subscribe to him anymore. I don't like his thinking. And that's fine. I am me. I am myself. I'm not going to be somebody else, and I'm not going to apologize for being me. I'm just not going to do it. Either you like me or you don't. And my feelings are not going to be hurt if you don't. You have that right. You have a right to disagree with me. You have a right to unsubscribe. You know? So, I hope you don't, but if you do, hey.
Me and Linda had an accident. We played Tumbleina with the vent.
It is what it is.
Hey, it landed in her lap anyway.
All right. Looks like I'll have to go, so anyway, like I said, oh, somebody's towing a boat. Okay. Anyway, whew. I said a mouthful, didn't I? But like I said, feel free to comment, you know, and feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. Please subscribe if you like what you see and if you like what you heard, you know. And that's another thing that bothers me. Why do people go on websites? Why do people watch videos that they disagree with? I think it's stupid and it's masochistic. It's masochistic. Why get yourself all upset? Why watch the video? Because you read the comments, and all the comment and some of the comments are derogatory. And it's like, why get yourself all upset? Watch videos that you agree with. Why waste your time watching videos that you don't agree with? It's a waste of time, and get yourself all upset for nothing. For what? Stupid. It's stupid and it's. Somebody just did a U-turn. Okay. I wasn't looking.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
You staying up for dinner?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I got one person ahead of you, and then I'll grab you, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's time for me to go. And I hope I don't infringe any copyrights when I sing tomorrow. Tomorrow. We'll start the day tomorrow with a song or two. 1, 2. Tomorrow, tomorrow. It soon will be tomorrow and be our day. And have a happy tomorrow to you. So, Mr. Fred Rogers, thank you for that song. And, you know, and you know, so anyway, I don't know how I'm going into this, but anyway, if I infringed on Mr. Rogers' copyright, please forgive me. I don't claim any copyright on that song. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like what you saw and you like what you heard, if you like this video, you know, subscribe and everything else. I hope you do, and it's up to you. And I don't force anybody. I don't incite anybody. I don't threaten anybody. You know, that's a bully. That's a bully. Bullies do that. Bullies do that. And that's what we got in a society of bullies. The media, the Democrats, all those people who threaten and, you know, and are commit adverse actions. They're all bullies. Think of that. Think about it. don't those people remind you of school bullies who force you to not be yourself, intimidate you? Don't that sound like bullying? It's no wonder we got bullying in our schools, because adults are being bullies. You know, you like Trump, we're gonna issue death threats. We're gonna burn your house down. I mean, bullies do that. And bullies make you apologize for being yourself. That's what bullies do. That's what punks do. And you know, when you're confronted, when you're in a confrontation, and I was going with a woman once, and her son, I mentioned about not getting into fights, you know, because you get into a fight and you think about a schoolyard fight, right? Teacher comes out, sends both of you to the principal. Both of you. Well, he started it. But you had a choice for walking away. Oh, no, I can't do that. You know, but just walk away. Walk away. You're both in trouble. And bullies, punks, use violence. A man does not. A man is man enough to say, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, and walk away. Let him call you a coward. What's he to you? Whether it's a telemarketer calling you during dinner time, bothering you to buy stuff. That person's a bully. It's your phone. Hang up on a damn person. You know, don't say, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. You can shout, it's your phone. It's your phone. And they called you up during dinner. You say, who the hell are you? And why'd you bother me during dinner? Don't call her anymore, and hang up. Don't let people bully you. Be yourself. Stand up for yourself. And if you feel a certain way, go with it. You know? Anyway, that's all I want to say at this point. Oh, I'm going to sleep tonight, I know that. Anyway, oh, now I got that melody in my head. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for putting that melody in my head. Tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Jim. You always have a way of doing that. Oh, don't mention it. All right. Yeah. Anyway, we still have a beautiful sky up there. I love skies like that. Anyway, all right. I'll talk to you later. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the longest video I think I've ever done on watching the traffic. Okay. I will talk to you soon. And I'll see you soon. Excuse me. All right. Take care, and thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And Shalom V'Leom. B'Elam. I want peace for the world. That's what I want. Shalom V'Elam. Or Le'olam. Yeah, Le'olam. Shalom Le'olam. Peace for the world. And that's what I hope for. And that's what I pray for. Peace for the world. No fighting, no antagonism, no violence, no more abuse, No more hitting, no more striking. Everybody getting along. No more hatred. No more hatred. As I've said before, life is way too short.
Be back, right back.
Way too short.
Yes. Who called me?
Not me. Yeah.
Now I'm working on Ken.
Okay. Life is too short. Life is way too short. No more hatred. No more anti-anybody. Anti-Trump. Oh, come on, please. Has there ever been anti-Bush? Anti-Nixon people? Or anti-Nixon rhetoric? You know, there were people who voted for McGovern and those who voted for Nixon in 72. You know. You know, and and I voted the way I voted, and if my candidate lost, oh well, let's hope the new president does well. That's the way responsible people think. That's the way responsible and civilized people think. And compassionate and caring people think. I didn't vote for the person. Let's hope he does a good job. You don't go trying to undermine his presidency. You don't go try and destroy him and everything else and work against him. This is the first time in over 200 years of America that we have this situation in America, and it's disgusting, it's disgraceful, and it's shameful. I always think that's a motorcycle every time I hear that. I keep thinking a motorcycle, and then I look at it and it's a sports car. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye.